Hello. Merry Christmas, Freya, Aaron, Chris. Hope y'all are having a good one. It is Friday. I'm here at my office. I wanted to send this video. It will hopefully be coming to you on Christmas Day when you open the presents. So, Freya, I wanted to make this for you. I built you a. You maybe have already opened it. I decided this year I try to make you something. I've never made one of these. It's called a box guitar, cigar box guitar. I honestly had never played one until I made this. This is the first one I've ever played, and it took some learning, but it's not perfect. But it's my first. It's my first one. It turned out pretty decent. I'll tell you more about the history behind these later, but they're really neat. Um, but just real quick, a few things about this. Um, if you need to get into it for any reason, you can unscrew the back. This is for you, Chris, probably. Uh, I don't recommend it unless you absolutely have to. But to change the strings on it, which these you might want to change them at some point. You get a standard set of strings. I can go over all this later, but a standard set of strings, and you use the A, uh, D, and the G string. So those are the three. You don't use. You get a 6 pack of strings, and you use the second to the thickest one, and then the next two down from that. But you just to string it, and also I'll show you in this construction. I had to kind of figure it out as I went. So this piece right here, this little metal wire going through, you can use a nail or anything really. I added that later because these beads, when you take the string and you take the whole string and you stick it through here, and it'll go up through here, and it goes into the bridge part. That's the bridge. And I'm in my office and people are trying to get in, I think. But these little beads were trying to, like, they were kind of starting to want to force their way in, and it wasn't staying in tune. So this is just to keep these from going in in the hole more. And then it's a 3-string guitar, and you run it up through here. Chris, you probably know how to tune one, I bet. But if you didn't, and you see, you just run it through these little. It's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky to run it through here, but because it's a pretty steep drop, as you can see. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. I made every bit of this. This is a maple top, maple fretboard, maple neck. It's 2 pieces, you'll see, and then maple headstock. I took these little tuning knobs off of. There's $0 in this guitar. Everything is I milled the lumber out of logs. I'll send you pictures, but I milled the lumber out of a maple tree. And I milled it all down and made it myself. And these tuning knobs I pulled off an old guitar that's actually hanging behind me right now. Matter of fact, I pulled them off of that one. And the frets, the little metals, I used some nails or wire. In fact, it was some of this wire right here that I used for some of these higher frets. I should have used nails all the way down, because these are kind of dead frets down here, but the first 5 you're good, and you can even get to the 7. But I don't know if you can see on here, but you'll notice there's I put little scratches in the neck right there, and then I think I got another one down here at 12. There's 2 of them right there. That's to mark your frets. You can get on YouTube and you can watch lessons. I literally just learned how to play this after I built it, and I just built it. I just got done building it a few days ago. So, but you want to know when your 3, 5, and 7 frets are, and those little markers will just help you get there quicker. I also got you. You'll have a tuner. If you haven't already opened it, Lucas is sending you a tuner. You'll want to have that, so you can get it on a phone app or something. But I sent you a little tuner so you'll be able to tune it, because it sometimes will go out of tune, and you want to tune it. The way I've tuned this one, there's a lot of different ways to tune it. Chris, you might help her look up other alternate tunings if you want, if she gets into it. But I tune this to, it's called Open G. So you'll tune it on the, it'll tell you on the tuner. So you just, this string right here is a G, this is a D, and this is a G as well. And what that does is when you don't play any, you just strum it, that's a G chord. See, it makes a G chord. It's what open tuning is. That means you can use just your finger. It's easier to learn because you can use just a finger to make chords. And those make chords. Anyway, I also got you a slide, which this guitar, I'll tell you about the history. I got you some picks and there'll be a slide in there. This is your slide. I've never played a slide until I built this. The history behind these guitars, though, I'm pretty sure they were invented in America, potentially by slaves back pre-Civil War, because they didn't have a lot of money and they wanted to make music. And so these are really, even today, they're being used to play blues, a lot of blues music. You can play literally anything on these things, but for this purposes of this short video that's already 6 minutes long, I'll show you a couple little things. But you can use the slide. I'm not really good at it, but you know, you can play a little blues like. And you go. That was a really bad example, but you get the idea. You use the slide, you put it on your ring finger, and when you play it, what I found is you just hold it on the strings, and you'll figure it out. But you want to keep it right over the fret. So like you want it, instead, if you're going to play this chord area, you play it right at the end of the fret, and it doesn't really, it's a little sharp when you get down here. So but when I built this, I never fretted anything. So when you get down here, it gets sharp. You can use your tuner and figure all that out, but it's pretty decent up here though, and for learning. But if you end up not wanting to play it or wanting to get something better, you can always literally just set it. You can set it on a table somewhere, and it can be a good furniture. So if nothing else, it looks cool. But anyway, that's kind of the tutorial and brief history. Like I said, I'm not used to videoing myself, so I apologize for the poor preparation. But I am literally going to box that thing up, and I'm going to send it to you. FedEx is running in about 20 minutes, I think. So I got to get it boxed up and send it in your way. And hopefully by right now, when you're seeing this, you're messing with it. And I hope that you enjoy it. If you do not, like I said, look, it makes a pretty cool little furniture piece. But it's my first one, and it's yours. And but I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm probably going to make some more. But Merry Christmas, guys. I wish I could see you guys, and hopefully maybe we'll talk to you after this video. Maybe we can do a call or something, and I can tell you a little more. All right.